Hey guys, welcome to API testing using Postman session 2. In today's session, you can learn what is Postman, why tester need to use Postman for API testing, what are the different features available in Postman, how you can install the Postman, what are the different components available in Postman like sidebar, header bar, builder or request section, and response section, as well as the tabs in the request section. So in the previous session, in the first session, you already learned what is API testing all about, right? What are the different approach you can take in for the API testing, what is the pros and cons of the API testing. In today's session, you will learn details about the Postman. So what is Postman? So Postman is an API client used to develop, test, share and document APIs. It is used for backend testing where user enter the endpoint URL. It sends the request to the server and receives the response back from the server. The same thing can be accomplished through API template like Swagger as well. In both Swagger and Postman, user do not have to build a framework to fetch the response from the device. This is the main reason for which Postman is used frequently by the developers and automation engineer to ensure that service is up and running along with the build version of an API that is being deployed into the region. It essentially helps in hitting API endpoints by quickly creating requests as per the API specification and dissecting the various response parameters like status code, headers, and the actual response body itself. Postman was designed in the year of 2012 by software developer and entrepreneur Abhinav Asthana to make API development and testing straightforward. It is a tool for testing the software of an API. It can be used to design, document, verify, create and change APIs. Postman had the features of sending and observing the HTTP or the hypertext transfer protocol requests and responses. It has a graphical user interface or GUI which can be used in platforms like Mac, Windows or Linux. It can build multiple HTTP requests with the help of post, put, get, patch and translate them to code. So why the API testing along with the Postman is very really important, right? So you already know in the last session what is API testing all about, right? And there will be three layers, right? One is the kind of the UI layer where you can interact with the UI, and in the middle it will be like business layer, and in the down it will be database layer, right? So the business of the presentation layer, right, will be interacting with the UI to the database, right? So in case your application is not development and UI is not ready, right, still you will be having the database. So with the help of business layer you can interact with the database and you can fetch the data, you can re-add the data, you can update the data, or you can remove the data. So in the API testing there is a term available called CRUD, right? CRUD. What does it mean? C stand for create, right? R stand for read, U stand for update and D stand for delete. So with the help of create you can create new requests, right? With the help of R or read, right, you can fetch the data from the available data, right? And with the help of U you can update, means you can add new entry, right? Or as well as you can, right, update the different parameter as well in a single shot, right? And with the help of delete you can remove the data permanently either from the application or from the workspace, right? So why we need to use Postman? So with over 4 million users nowadays, Postman software has become a tool of choice for the following reasons: accessibility, use of collection, collaboration, creating environment, creation of the test, automation testing, debugging and the continuous integration. So in accessibility, right, to use Postman tool, user would just need to log into their account, making it easy to access files anytime, anywhere, as long as Postman application is installed on the computer. Suppose say today you are using some, right, laptop or desktop and you have installed the Postman. And whenever you'll be installing the Postman, right, you need to log into the with the help of your ID or the password, right, ID password. In case you are not having, you need to create it with the help of email, and you can give some suitable ID and you can give some suitable password. After that, you can create the account. So after that, once your account is set up, right, you can log into the Postman and you can create some workspace, you can create some requests, right, you can create some parameterization environment, everything can be done, and you can close it. So next time, suppose say today your laptop got crashed, or maybe you went to other places where you'll be logging into the other laptop or desktop, right, but still you can install the Postman and you can use your credentials so that automatically whatever work has been developed by you, you can see it. So that is the beauty of the Postman, right, the accessibility. From anywhere you can you can access your Postman, right. So use of collection. Postman lets user create collections for their Postman API calls. Each collection can create subfolder and multiple requests. This helps in organizing their test suite. Right, so whenever you will be creating multiple requests, you need to put in some right folder or so that is the reason collection plays a pivotal role, where in the collection you can create multiple folder, and within the multiple folder you can create different requests. So in the same collection, right, you can create multiple requests with the help of multiple folders. Collaborations. Collections and environment can be imported or exported, making it easy to share files. A direct link can also be used to share the collection. Creating environment. Having multiple environment aid in less repetition of test, and user can use the same collection but for a different environment. So in case you are creating the environment variable, right, so where you can just add multiple environments, so same suite you can run in the test environment, development environment, UAT environment, production environment, like that. So creation of the test. So test checkpoints such as verifying for successful HTTP response status can be added to each Postman API call, which helps ensure test coverage. Automation testing. Through the use of the collections runner or Newman, test can be run in multiple iterations, saving time for repetitive tests. So Postman does not have the complete feature. That is the reason you need to install Newman along with the Postman. With the help of the Newman, right, you can run any kind of collection any point of time. Debugging. Postman console helps to check what data has been retrieved, making it easy to debug test. And the continuous integration. With its ability to support continuous integration, development practice can be maintained. You can integrate with some kind of continuous integration tool, right? You can integrate with suppose GitHub, GitLab, all this tool. The features of Postman, there are a lot of features available in the Postman. That is the reason Postman nowadays very popular tool for the API testing. So request features, what is the features available for the request? Create, send and save REST, SOAP or GraphQL request. Select method or create and save custom methods. Edit request header, save preset header, manage cookies associated with various domain, send multipart or form data, URL encoded binary or the raw data in the request body, support for multiple authorization protocol, send requests through a proxy server, view, set and send SSL certificate, automatic saving of requests in history, generate code snippet to send request from the another application, leave feedback in comment, save request to a collection. So that are the different features available for the Postman request. Then for the Postman response, you can view the status code, response size, response time. You can view the response header, view response body in the PT on the raw format view, right? Automatic syntax highlighting in predefined response body, automatic link detection and highlighting it predefined response body, text wrapping in predefined response body, view response in preview mode to convert to HTML, right? Visualize response data as graphic or table, view cookies returned by server or by interceptor, save responses as an example, save response to a collection or folder, store response with request in the history. What are the features available Postman for the variables? So built-in support for variables. You can create and set variable for multiple scope. It can be global variable, right? Global variable reuse value at workspace level, collection variable set value at the collection level, environment variable are a set of key or value pairs for different setups. Right? You can set, retrieve and clear variables value with the script in the Postman sandbox. Session variable keeps sensitive information local to their machine. It can be desktop or laptop. Use dynamic variable, insert dummy data, share environments to multiple workspace, and in case you need to export, right, the different variable, global variable, you can export it as JSON. What is the features for the designing the script, right? You can write script at collection folder at request level, write pre-request script to execute before that request, right? It's the precondition. Write test script to execute after the request. Use script to send request. Use script to set request execution order. Use script to chain request, branch and looping. Set, retrieve and clear variable value from the Postman. Write test suite in the form of with the help of JavaScript. Insert preset test and prerequisite script in the Postman. So that are the features for the designing the script of Postman. Then what are the features for the collaboration in the Postman available? It create unlimited personal or team workspace, create private workspace for the enterprise only, share collections, environment and API to workspace, set workspace admin and workspace collaborator role, invite teammates to workspace to collaborate on collection in real time with built-in version control, automatic syncing update team to latest changes, give feedback in comment on documentation request or API, tag user in comment, get notified when anyone invited to a workspace or tagged in a comment. So these are the different features for the collaboration. Then what are the features associated in Postman for the collections? It organize and keep track of related requests, share collection to workspace, run collection in collection runner, run collection in Newman Postman command line tool, debug collection, run in Postman console, create fork and merge changes, pull changes from the parent collection to a fork. It can export collection, add request to a collection, view changes in changelog, add pre-request script, add test script, add collection level variable, share collection to the workspace. What are the features available during monitoring in Postman? So it can schedule and run a monitor, use environment with monitor, run a monitor via static IP, get notified of run failures, customize monitor behavior, set custom monitoring schedule, view monitor result, view response type for collections, view response type for individual request, view request and response in Postman console log, view response for a specific region, view monitor usage detail, add monitoring blocks. What are the features available in Postman for the documentation? It create private or public documentation. It give feedback on private docs in comments. It share private docs to another workspace. Access local and share environment in public and private documentation. Switch between environments in private documentation to change variable values. Preview docs before publishing. Publish descriptions associated with request folder and collection, example request, example response header, code snippet and other metadata. Version documentation with version tag, publish a custom domain, publish with custom logo, team name, favicon and style, publish to API network, publish as a template. Then what are the different features available in Postman for managing the teams? Join a team, create a team, invite people to join via email, invite people to join via link, set admin, billing and developer role, view team activity on Postman dashboard, view activity for individual user on Postman dashboard, view team level reports, add monitoring blocks, add user slots. These are the different features available in the Postman. Then how you can install Postman by step. So Postman is an open source tool and available for anyone who surfs the internet. User can follow the below steps to get the Postman tool installed in their local machine. It can be desktop or laptop. It is a very easy to install the Postman in your local system. So first you need to go open the Google and search for Postman tool download, right? So if you go to the Google, you can search for Postman tool download, right? And you can hit but here. After that it will navigate you to the download Postman, get started for free, right? This is the option you can go directly. Okay. Then if you click here, it will give you the download option, right? You can see there is a options available, right, to download it. You can see. So based on your system, if it's a Windows 64-bit, 32-bit, you can install the relevant thing. You need to click here. Automatically it started installing. It might take few seconds, right? Its size will be close to 150 MB. So you need to select Postman version based on the user operating system. Then after that you need to click on that, right? So automatically it will start download. Once it is downloaded, it will be available in the download folder, right? Like Postman Windows 64, the version name, setup, application exe file. You need to just simply double click. Automatically Postman will be installed, and automatically a right you could see here that copy of the Postman, right, will be available in your desktop shortcut, right? Otherwise, if you want to get Postman, you can go to your search key and you can type here Postman, right? Or you can see that Postman app is already installed in your system, right? So you need to just click on that and automatically it will be down. Once the file is downloaded, you need to double click that thing. Automatically Postman will install and shortcut will be created on your desktop, right? Or otherwise you can type, go to the search here and you can type Postman, then you can open the Postman, right? So I can open it here from the other from the shortcut. Okay, so that is the different step you need to follow. After you install the application, you need to just click on the application, which must be, I mean, one shortcut will be available on your desktop. Once the installation is completed, the Postman registration page will be open, right? User can either proceed with the registration or skip it by clicking on the link, take me straight to the app. User can create an account later. But in case you want to use the Postman, right, so it's better to create an account, right, with the help of email ID and the account ID, user ID. So in case you did not, right, log into the Postman, so Postman will look like that, right? You can have home option, workspace option, remote, explore, and these are the different left span, right? Yeah, okay. And these are the two buttons will be available: sign in or create account. In case you are already having the user ID password, right, you can directly click on sign in, and with the help of user ID password, right, you can log in or sign in to the Postman. Otherwise, in case you are not having any user ID defined, right, created, you can click on the create account, right? So automatically it will navigate you to the Postman, right, create account page, right, through which you can create a account. Okay, so you can see here it is coming in the page, right? Identity, get postman.com sign up page. You can enter your email, you can enter the suitable username and the relevant password. After that you can click on the create free account, right? And then you need to verify your email ID. So some link will be there sent to your email. You can sign, I mean, verify that one. You need to enter your email ID, relevant email ID. You can give your username, which should be unique in nature. You can set some password, right, and you can stay sign in for 30 days automatically. You no need to log in for the next time and create a free account, so your account will be created automatically. So that's how you can create your account. Otherwise you can go to the Postman application, right, and you can just try to sign up in the Postman with the help of existing account. So I already had my account created, so instead of creating new account, right, I will try to click on the, I will open the Postman again, right, and I will go to use that sign up option where I will enter the email ID and password. In case it's already you have already created it, so it will be giving you suggestion to use that user ID and password, right? So that's way you can first, right, open the Postman and then you can create your account and you can sign it up. Okay, so you need to click on the sign in here. So as already my account, I already created my account, right? So I just need to select that one because the password automatically I said that use for 30 days, right? So I need to select my account here. You can see you can add a new account here in case you want to use multiple account, right? And this is my current account, so already password has been saved. So I need to click here. So automatically it will launch Postman, right? You can see open Postman. So automatically with that particular credential it will launch a new Postman. okay, where whatever setting was already there, right, it will open. So once Postman is open, right, you will able to see, right, some different structure. So user can split the Postman navigation into 4 UI structure. One is the header bar, second one is sidebar, then the builder section and the response section. So the header bar enables user to create workspace, access report, explore the public API network, search in Postman, view sync status and notification, and access user setting, account and Postman plan. So once it is open, so it is updating the Postman. So based on the user ID password you have set up, right, you have created account created, so whatever default setting is there, right, it will try to update everything. So that is the beauty, right? So today you already created your account and you have worked so many collections, so many requests, and tomorrow you need to work with different system, right, but you can use still your credentials so that automatically whatever you have done, it will be displayed there automatically. So that is the beauty of the Postman. So okay, so in the header bar there are some sort of options will be there. You can see the home, workspace, right, API network, report and explore, then the search bar, Postman, and then you will switch to the workspace, right, and there is a settings, there is an notification, and there is an manage account, there is an upgrade, right, there is an upgrade options available. So what is the significance of each thing? So in the home, go to the user personal home page, which include alerts, announcement, user activity feed, user recently visited workspace, and link to resources for their team if applicable, right. If you click on the home, in case you already done something, automatically you can see all the details, right. Then the workspace, right, search for the workspace, view user recently visited workspace or create new workspace. So if you click on the workspace, you can see, right, in case you already created some workspace, my workspace, or you, there will be option for searching the workspace or creating a new workspace. Then in the API network, it will explore the public API network and access user team's private API network, right. You can see there will be multiple options called private API network, public API network, and partner API network. And with the help of report, right, it's available for Postman Enterprise, and select for Postman Professional plans, view report with details about your team, workspace, and API, and user security audit, right. So if you click on the report, right, so that are the different detail can be viewed, right, it will open. Then explore, browse public API, teams, workspace, and collection on Postman. Okay, if you click on the explore, you can see, you can go in the different way, right. You can explore the world of API, where you can explore different thing, right, whatever already done by the Postman. You can see there is total 95 951.k teams available, workspace available, APIs available, collection available. You can just go through them. Okay, then there is an option called search icon, right, search all workspace, collection, API, and the team in Postman. If you try it here something, right, you can search with the help of post workspace, collection, API, and the team, right. So if you search with test, in case something is available, right, it will give you the result, right. You can see this is the thing. So it does not matter in case you have created, in case the other thing is publicly available, so you can select all the details here, right, either through workspace or the collection, API, or the teams. Then there is an options available called settings, right. If you click on the settings, right, so what does it mean by settings? So access Postman settings and other Postman resources, right. So if you click on the settings, right, you can see there is setting options available. If you click on the setting option, right, you could see the general section, in the theme section, where you can select the light or the dark, right, Postman theme. Then if you go to the shortcut, right, you can able to see all the shortcut, how to open a new tab, close tab, all the shortcut, right, different requests, how to create different requests, how to go to the sidebar, right, what are the different interfaces, windows and the models, right, and the console, all the shortcut whatever is available in Postman, you are able to see it and you can use it, right, to faster your work. Then the data, right, you can export the data in case you already having some collection, right, you can export the data or the request, right? You can export the data and you can share across anyone, right? Or you can import the data. So if you click on the choose file, right, you will able to see that there are you can import a particular file, right? And there's an add-on, right? So you can download Newman for npm. So right, in case you download the Newman, right, then you can generate you can run multiple collections at the same times and you can generate the different thing. Then certificate, right? If you want to deal certificate proxy, you can check with that. If you click on the update, right, in case you can check the what is the version is available, any other version update available or not, you can update with the latest version. And if you click on the about, right, you can see details about the Postman, right, what is the Postman version, right, and you can go to that website, Twitter, license that directly on the Postman. So these are the different things you can do from the settings option, right? Then you can see there is a release note options available, learning center available, right, support center available, and then trust and security, privacy policy, terms, and get Postman, all these things will be available. And this is the next one is the notification. Okay, so notification icon, view recent activity from user team, get notification about Postman update, and see pull request, right, comment activity and other important information with the help of notification icon. Then the manage account, through which you can view user profile, access their account in notification setting, see all active sessions for user account, or sign out of user account. So if you click here, right, you could see, right, you can view your profile, you can go to the account setting, you can see the active session, right, you can add a new account or you can sign out. Then the last one is the upgrade options, right? You can see you can see all the billings to upgrade is from the to the kind of enterprise level, right? Resource usage, right? Audit log, team setting, everything you can do, or you can create a free team as well. So that are the different options available from in the navigation bar. Apart from that, from the navigation bar, if you click on the workspace, right, go to the home pass and click on the workspace, right, and in case you are already created some workspace, you can directly go to the workspace, right? So you can go to the workspace directly. Okay, and you could see, right, the different other section is getting enabled automatically, right? In this workspace, any kind of request available, collection available, API available, environment, mock server, monitor flow available, or on you can go it. Apart from that, there is a button will be available, right, called new and import, right? In case you click new import new, so automatically what are the new thing you can create, it will be automatically displayed, right? So header section also contain the following option. One is the new button, one is the import button, right? So let's first click on the import button. Let's see what are the thing you can do it. So with the help of import button, right, you can import Postman collection, environment, WADL, Swagger, RAML, or CURL into the Postman using file, links, or the raw data text, right? You could see here the Open API, graph, URL, CURL, WSDL, right, or the upload files. And if you go to the folder tab, you can choose the folder from your computer. If you go to the link tab, right, you can enter the link and you can continue here, right, Swagger link, right? And if you raw text, right, you can enter the raw text here, you copy paste the raw text here, right, just format has been given. Then the code repository is new, right, you can select import code from directly from the code repository, either from the GitHub or the Bitbucket in case the code is available. So that are the different things you can do with the help of the import button. Then if you click on the new, right, new button, you could see there are a lot of options available. You can create a request, you can create a collection, you can create environment, you can create a new workspace, you can create a monitor, you can create a mock server, you can create API documentation along with the API, right? So that are the different things. So new button creates request, collection, environment, documentation, mock server, and the monitor. Request, it is used to create new request where user can create and save request by entering the request name and can use it in the future. Collection, it saves user request in the form of collection for using and sharing. Environment, environment are variable with key values. Each variable name represents its key. So if user reference the name of the variable, it enables them to access its corresponding value. So it basically saves the value, right, user frequently use in an environment. Then documentation, new documentation to create documentation for the API, mock server to create in development API, monitor to test API performance, API to manage all aspects of API including design, development, and the testing. So these are the different things available from in the header, Postman header section, right? And then the Postman navigation bar, right? So this is your navigation bar. So if you click on the close, right, this is the navigation bar. You can navigate it, right? You can navigate to a collection, API, environment, mock server, monitor, right? And if you click here, you can go to the flows and history, right? So that is the navigation, right, bar. So Postman, sidebar. This is the navigation sidebar. So Postman sidebar lets user find and manage request and collection. The sidebar provide access to the fundamental element in Postman, right? Collections, API, environment, mock server, monitor, and history. User can drag the right edge to resize the width of the sidebar. User can also minimize the sidebar for smaller screen and show or hide the sidebar in the status bar. Here, these are the three important tabs available, and there are so many things, but these are the three important things. History tab, the history option is situated below the filter section of the app. This history tab automatically keeps a record of all user API requests, just like any other browser. It's keep handy all user past searches. Collection tab, the collection is the group of related requests which are displayed under the collection tab. In collection tab, user can also create a new collection as, right? So API, all the APIs are listed in the sections. Okay, the new API can also be created from this tab. Okay, then builder or request section. So what is the builder? This is the builder or request section, right? So how you can get it, right? So you need to click on the plus button here, right? You could see once you click on the plus button, you could see the request section, right? In the request section, what are the different things available? It is called untitled request, right? So untitled request is basically the default request title user are currently working on. The title depends on the type of request method user is working on, right? So if you click on the save, right, you can use a save as. So before that, before creating a request, you need to create a collection, and then within the collection you can create a folder, or sometime you can create a request within the collection directly. So I am not showing it right now, just I want to give a brief overview of the Postman tool about, right? So here you can see this is a param, authorization, header, body, pre-request script, test, and settings available, right? There is a cookie button also available. Okay, so what is params, all this thing, right? So HTTP request is, so this is the kind of request part. So here you can get, right, post, put, patch, delete all the HTTP requests. You can enter the URL with the endpoint, right, and you can click on the send, so automatically response will be displayed. Okay, so HTTP request, this options opens a drop down list of all the HTTP request method like get, delete, patch, options, link, post, copy, unlock, purge, etc. Then request URL or endpoint, right? This URL option is like in another browser URL. In this, user can mention the link to where the API will communicate with. Then the params. This option is used to write the parameter of the request. This parameter include key, value, and description. Authorization. The authorization process is required to access the API. The process verifies whether you have the permission from the server to access the data, right, user wants or not, right? Then header. An HTTP request header is the additional data that is required to send along with the request. His header information is required for proper two direction communication between the client and the server, right? So you can, this is the kind of HTTP request, this is the endpoint, this is the parameter like key, value, and description combination, this is the authorization, right? Then there's a header, right? What are the different header will be there? Then the body, right, where you can get the body in the different format. So body, it let user specify the data type that they need to send with the request, especially for the put, post request, right? You need to enter the body in different format. It can be pre form data, right, or raw or binary or the graph QL, right, especially for the post request. So if you change it to post, right, you could see, right, there will be provision, right, to enter all this stuff. So if you want to enter the raw data, right, you can add it here. Okay, so that will be discussed later, no need to worry. Then the pre-request script, these are written in JavaScript, and as the name suggests, these are executed before sending the request. Generally, these scripts are for setting the environment and ensuring that the request is running in the right environment, right? The pre-request script. Okay. Then the test will come here, right? You can write your test. So test script, it is executed during the request. It is also written in JavaScript. This helps user to ensure that API works as intended. Testing is important as it set up checkpoint to verify whether the response data is okay and retrieve data is expected, right? Apart from that, there is an option called available called setting. If you click here, right, you can see there are different things will be there. So right now no need to worry, that will be covered in the upcoming session. Then there is an another thing called available called environment. If you click on that eye icon, right, you could see the environment, right? You could add environment, right, or the global variables with the help of the add button. So right now no need to worry, everything will be covered in the upcoming session. Okay. Then, right, there's options available triple dot. With the help of that, right, you can deal with the tab. So I'll show you what are the different thing you can do in the builder or request text and tab section, right? So tabs allow user to organize and walk between requests. So if your tab has unsaved changes, Postman displays a dot next to the tab name, right? 3 dot, right? So select save icon, save to save the changes. To close the tab and discard changes, select the close icon, right? And do not save, right? So you can click the close icon so that automatically it will not save. So automatically you will there, right? And again you can click a plus button, so automatically some request will be there, right? Get post like that, and you can use the triple dot button, or you can save as, right? If you want to save as, so you need to save in some collection. You need to, right, give the request name, add description, and you need to definitely select within the collection. In case no collection is there, right, or a collection is there, you need to create new collection. You can create a new collection, then save your request, right? Now there's a triple dot button available. In case you can see there's a options available. Recently closed tab, right? You can able to see the whatever recently tab has been closed. Duplicate selected tab, then close selected tab, force close selected tab, close all but selected tab, close all tabs, force close all tabs. Okay. So what is the significance for each and every options in the tab? So user can have many tabs open at the same time. To rearrange user open tabs, select and drag them in the desired order, right? So you can create multiple tags, tab here. Okay. So I have created 3 tabs. Okay. So to manage user open tabs or to access recently closed tab, select the more actions icon, right? More actions icon to open a menu with the different options. Recently closed tab, it will show tabs that user recently closed recently. Select one to reopen it in case you want to reopen it. Duplicate selected tab, duplicate the current tab. This does not create a copy of the request. So when user duplicate a tab and edit, right, they make or reflected in the original request. Close selected tab. So you can close the current tab. If the tab has unsaved changes, Postman will ask to save it before the closing to save or unsaved it, right? Force close selected tab, it will close the current tab without saving any changes. That is the difference between the close selected tab and force close selected tab. Close all but selected tab. So it will close all the tabs except the user is currently working on, right? Close all tabs, so it will close all the tabs, but in case any tab is having any unsaved changes, right, Postman will give you suggestion that whether do you want to save the changes or you can continue without the saving. Force close all tabs, it will close all tabs without saving any changes, right? So I have 3 tab open, right? So if you click on the recently open tab, you can able to see and you can directly go to that one, right? You can see here, right, automatically that is being displayed. If you duplicate selected tag, right, you can see you can duplicate thing is already created based on the latest one, right? It is duplicating from the post to post, right? If you close selected tab, so that is selected tab will be closed here, but it will give you suggestion, right, whether you do want to save the changes or do not want to save it. So I will not save it, right? Then if you force close selected tab, so automatically it will not give you any suggestion to save it, so automatically it will force close, right? In case you are having changing something, right, instead of get you push put, right? And now if you want to force close selective tab, so you can see automatically it is getting closed, right? Then close all but selected tab, right? In case you are having multiple tab open, so it will close all the tab but excepting the select that one, right? So do not save it is, but still it is giving you suggestion, right? Now if you have multiple tab open, right, and if you use that options called close all tabs, it will automatically close all the tab, and but it will give you suggestion to check, right? And if you open multiple tabs, and if you want to, if you have some changes, but if you do not want to save the changes, right, and if you want to just forcefully close all the tab, you can use it. So you can see there is no option is giving you to save or right unsave, so you can force close. So that are the different things available in the tabs, right? Request section tab. Apart from that, you can see here, right, in the file there is 4 options available in the top, right? File, you can click on the new, so it will give you all the options, right? HTTP collection, just similar to the new button. And then if you click on the other one, right, new tab, it will open a new tab, right? If you click on the new runner tab, it will open a new runner tab, right, to run all the collections. If you click on the new Postman window, it will open another window, right? New window. Okay, not tab, it will open another window. Okay, so now you could see there's a 2 window, right? I can close that window, right? So in case you want to import something, so just like the import button, if you go to the settings, just like the setting button here, so it is same all about the setting button. If you click on the close window, close tab, force close tab, or exit, this is the similar I already showed you. And exit is, it will exit from the Postman. Edit is, here is undo, redo, copy, paste and match style, delete, select all the option available. And the view, right, you can zoom in, zoom out, right? You can go to the next tab, you can go to the previous tab. If you want to see the console, you can do it, right? And the help, right, if you check for some update, you can click here and you can see that any update is available or not. You can automatically update it to the latest version. You can see you are up to date. Postman 9.15.13 is the latest version, is already available. If you click on the clear cache and reload, you can do it, right? If you go to the documentation, right, you can automatically go to that site, right, for the Postman documentation, you can go it, right? So what are the documentation available for the Postman, right, for the learning the thing, you can directly go here. Then another thing is the GitHub, right, link, Twitter link, support, that can be also be done, right? Okay. And in the main tab, right, there is another option available, in sync, right? You can see all the data in this workspace is back and up to the folder. You can invite someone, right? So that are the different thing available in the header, right? This is sidebar, this is the kind of request section, and one last section is called the response section, and the footer, right? So suppose here I want to retrieve something, so I'll be creating as request, but I will not be saving it, so it's an untitled request. I am not giving any name, right? And here I want to get the information from www.google.com. Okay, so that's why that is the endpoint I can give it, because I want to retrieve it, right? So if you open the Google, so whatever you will open in the browser, same way it will also give you the result. So if you open the Google, right, so whatever thing it is giving, it will also give you the result. Okay, so here that is my endpoint, right? So because I want to retrieve the Google page data, right, and if you click on the send, automatically you will see in the response section something will be displayed here, right? It will give you the response. So it might take couple of second time to give you the complete response. You can see this is the body is coming, right? And in the body, right, there you can find different format called PT format, in the raw format, and in the preview you could able to see, right, what is the Google thing all about, right? What are the things displayed after opening the Google. Then you can see the visualize also, and in the cookies automatically, in case you are storing something, automatically that will be added in the cookies. And in the header one, right, you are able to see the different header along with the response, along with the result, right, value, corresponding value, right? You can get the test result, right? And you could see the status is also showing here, right? It is 200, okay, and the total time elapsed, and this is the size it, right? You can save the response also. So suppose if I want to save the response to a file, right? So automatically it will giving the provision, so I can save the response here in my desktop, right? So automatically it's downloaded. Now if you open it, you will be able to see, right, whenever you will be searching on the Google, that page will be displayed here. So if you need to select that one, and after that you need to select suitable browser or other stuff, so that automatically it will open. Okay, right? So that are the different things from the responses. Okay, so if we go to the next slide, right, the API responses which are set back from the server are shown in the response window. These are generated after users send an API request to the server, right? Then there is a footer section available, right? You can see here, this is the cookies, capture request, bootcamp, runner, trash, right? This is the two pan view, and this is the help, right? These are the different footer sections available. You could see if you open it, that is opening the Google page, right? That particular whatever we have saved response, right? So the footer on the bottom of the Postman enables user to find and replace text, open the console, capture request and cookies, open bootcamp and access several other tools. Cookies icon, view, manage and sync cookies. Capture request icon, start a Postman proxy or interception sections. Bootcamp icon, access as in-app classroom that teach user how to use Postman from the basic to the advanced topic. Runner icon, open the collection runner. Trash icon, recover or permanently delete any deleted collections. Two pan view icon, toggle between a single pan view and two pan view. Help icon, access more resources including release note and Postman support. So that are the different thing I have tried to cover today, and from next session onward you can see how we can interact with different type of response like get, put, delete, write, post, all this stuff, and how we can create our test cases, how we can parameterize it. All this stuff will be videos will be created one by one. So please go through all the videos whatever I'll be posting for the Postman, right? And to get the complete knowledge on the Postman, and if you follow all the videos sequentially, right, you can be master in the Postman. That's all from today's session. Thank you.